So welcome back to another FIFA 21 topic video. Today we're taking a look at the things you should not do in FIFA 21 career mode. Now I've been playing career mode for over 2 months now since the game first came out, and I've got some tips here that could help you guys on things not to do. Most of you guys probably have already played career mode, but maybe some of you guys are getting FIFA for Christmas. So I feel like this video could help you guys whether you've played the game mode already or not. So sit back, relax, enjoy these tips. This will be part 1, we've got part 2 coming really soon as well. If you do enjoy today's video, please leave a like and make sure you subscribe to the channel for more FIFA 21 content. The last time I checked, subscribe. So something you should not do in FIFA 21 career mode is negative responses. Now what do I mean by that? I'm talking about the press conferences and the post-match interviews. Now for me it's more fun if you are honest in the press conferences, like if the team's playing bad or a player's playing bad, usually you give that negative response because that's how you feel. But if you want to cheat the system a bit, I do recommend, just play the system a little bit and just look for the positive responses, because with these interviews, the Q&As that you have to do in career mode, it's better to give positive responses because the positive responses affect player morale and team morale. So if you give negative ones, the team's going to get hit negatively, and that doesn't help anyone at the end of the day. So make sure you pick the positive ones. It's not too hard because the game makes it pretty easy. I think usually most of them are pretty positive. It doesn't really matter what you pick. But yeah, if you want to boost your players pretty cheaply, look for the positive responses in press questions. If you give negative ones, like I said, it's going to negatively impact the morale of the team. Now, there's also another place you need to worry about giving negative responses, and that is in player conversations. So in FIFA 21 career mode, make sure you don't put negative responses in player conversations. Basically, the player conversations influence your players' morale as well. So obviously, the higher the morale, the better it is for your players. They should play better. I don't know if that really does anything, but it would be pretty stupid to give negative responses to your players, even if you are trying to be honest. Like, it is more fun to be honest. Like, if you have a Harry Maguire come in and say, I want to play next match, and there's no chance of you using him, then it would be more honest to say, look, you're not a part of my plans. But it's not going to help him if you do that. You're better off just giving him that positive response to keep the morale high when you need to use him in the future. Another thing you should not do in FIFA 21 career mode is not sign young, high potential players early on in your saves, or even just in general. It doesn't have to be early. As you guys know, career modes can be long. Some people do these for like 15 seasons. I can't get there, it's too long for me. But it's important to plan from day one and sign some high potential young players that are going to be ready for prime time in a couple years' time in your save. There's nothing worse than an aging squad in career mode, so make sure you plan early, get some young guys in, and let them grow for the next couple of seasons. If you're looking for cheat codes on that, you can check sofifa.com. That's going to be a database website that tells you the potentials of all the players. You can filter as well from like young players, so pretty much you can check the highest potential players in the game, and you can do your signings based on that. I mean, you can scout some players as well, but a lot of people, I think, use FIFA. So yeah, it doesn't matter how you do it. Make sure you get some young, high potential players on board if you're going to do a long-term save. It's also going to save you a lot of money in the long run as well, because these players will grow into talents that you don't have to pay big money for. So another thing that you should not do in career mode this year is not train your players. Training is important once again this year in career mode, but it works a little bit differently compared to last year's version. Training now affects match sharpness, player morale, and fitness for your team. Your first 11 for the most part is going to be fine without training because they gain match sharpness and player morale through the matches played, so you don't have to worry about training them for that. Plus, they're also going to be tired most of the time, so you might as well get them the rest they need. But don't forget about the players who don't have much match time. They're the ones that you need to train because they sit on 0 match sharpness and they're not going to be performing at their best with 0 match sharpness if you ever need to throw them in a one-off match or something. So what I like to do is just create a reserve list here, and I like to throw that into the training portion of career mode, so that way the players that don't play in the usual first 11 matches can just get their training. It will increase their sharpness, their morale, and who cares about the fitness because they're not going to be playing anyway. So I like to rest the first team and train the reserve team for this feature. So that's what maybe you guys should do as well. Don't ignore this feature. Another thing you should not do in FIFA 21 career mode is not check or not use your youth academy. Now, a lot of people love the youth academy because you can sign high potential youngsters for very little money, pretty much for free. You just have to pay the wages. Sometimes you get a nice player, that comes from who knows where, and they've got like a 94 potential, and they're 17 years old with like a 67 overall. A lot of people sign these youngsters at 17, keep them in the squad for a couple years or send them out on loan, and then bring them back in when they've got a higher overall, and they're going to be good for you in a couple years' time. It's pretty much like signing a high potential young player. In my Manchester United career mode, I had a guy called Graf. He was 17 years old with a 67 overall. So I signed him up. He had a potential of 86 to 94. Doesn't get much better than that. Signed him up, and he's going to be one for the future for that team. So yeah, every now and then in your career mode save, send your scouts out, and different parts of the world will help as well. And who knows, he might bring back some super youngster with high potentials and high overalls. You never know. Another thing you should not do in FIFA 21 career mode is ignore the preseason tournaments. Now I know preseason gets boring. A lot of people don't even want to play it anymore because you pick your tournament and you got to sim all these games and stuff. And a lot of people can't be bothered. They just want to get straight into the action, start the season. And with the preseason though, I think it's important to just select one of them. Even if you don't want to play it, you can still sim the games, you know. I want you to select one because pretty much each tournament offers prize money. 8 million, 9 million, depends which one you select obviously. And even if you just sim the games, you might even reach the final, you might even win it. They give out prize money depending on how well you went. And that prize money is definitely going to help you in the transfer budgets. You might make a couple extra mil through the preseason feature, even if you don't play any games, even if you just want to sim it. It's better than not doing any preseason tournaments. Another thing you should not do in FIFA 21 career mode is not use the position conversion feature. This is a nice feature introduced in FIFA 21 career mode, and it's definitely going to come in handy for most people in career mode. Rather than going out and spending money on buying players for positions that you need to fill, it may make more sense to convert your existing players into that position. It also saves you money as well. So for example, I needed a striker in my Manchester United save. I didn't have the money to spend and buy a world-class striker that I could use. So what I did, I basically converted Greenwood from a right midfielder to a striker instead, and he pretty much plays as a striker would. Now obviously you don't want to make Harry Maguire a striker, you just want to keep him more realistic, but you can do those cheeky little winger to striker conversions, right midfielder to left midfielder conversions, and it's better than going out and spending big money if you want to fill a position or two. Sometimes you have so many players in a certain position that you can afford to send one over to a new one. So definitely use the position conversion feature. I think it's a pretty nice feature to have in the game mode this year. Now another thing you should not do in FIFA 21 right now is start a career mode if you are going to get a next-gen console for Christmas like a PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S or X. The reason why I say don't start a new save if you're getting one is because obviously the progress will not carry over, so you will be wasting your time if you're currently playing on the old gen version of the game. Another thing you should not do in career mode at the moment is start a new save with Leeds United. That is because they don't have their stadium in the game, but the stadium apparently is in the FIFA database waiting to be activated. The current proper update that we have from EA is that they didn't have time to scan the stadium at the start of the game cycle, but they do plan on providing the stadium on a post-launch update. We don't know what time that's coming, when it's coming, but apparently it's in the database, but we don't know if or when EA is going to activate it. So it's best not to start a new save now because they don't have the stadium. So those are some things that you should not do in FIFA 21 career mode. I hope this helps you. This is part 1. We've got part 2 coming soon. So if you did enjoy part 1, please leave a like for me. Make sure you subscribe as well for more FIFA 21 tips and content. Please make sure you subscribe to Vapex Karma 2, which is my career mode channel. And if you need something else to watch, hit the card in the middle. It'll take you to another video of mine. I'll see you next time.